So in 2016, on the 21st of November, I announced that I would be starting my own series of analysis videos on movies that had deeper meanings and or messages to tell. But recently I've become uncommitted, to the idea because it's been done hundreds of times. So I don't want to retread over something that so many other YouTubers have already done. So I'll just stick to what I love doing, which is movie reviews and trailer reactions and anything else that may come along the way. But for this video, I will give you my quick analysis because I promised, I said I would, so I will. Alright guys, so welcome my blue bag friend Jeff. He is back on my channel. Hasn't been on for a while. We've had a bit of relationship problems, but we'll get to that in the next video. Anyway, for this video, I'm here to review Sicario, and I will be giving my analysis at the end of the video, so let's just get right into it with my first thought. So this movie is shot well, written well, acted very well, and one of my favourite scenes is the opening scene, and it displays how tense and suspenseful this movie is and how it's going to be, and I just love it so much because it does show you what you're going to get with this movie right away. It doesn't shy away, it doesn't have a slow start, it's very, very tense and suspenseful, but also very disturbing. This movie has a lot of disturbing imagery, a lot of disturbing themes that go on through this movie, very gritty realism that that part of it glued my eyes onto the screen. It is a good movie, a very well made movie, and Denis Villeneuve continues to prove how much of a great director he really is. And the performances are good. Emily Blunt is good in the movie. Josh Brolin is also good in the movie. Benicio del Toro is my favorite, because the writing for his character is, to me, the most interesting. I found his character really interesting, but also that the performance behind it was great. Like, my two favorite characters is Benicio del Toro because of his mysterious past, and he's just a mysterious guy in nature. And I like Josh Brolin's performance in this movie and the character itself because he's just, I guess you could say he's the comedic relief, but he's not the comedic relief in a sense that it feels unnatural to the film. It feels very natural because, he's a US official, government official, wearing thongs to a meeting, so you kind of get the feeling right away that he's going to be witty and quite charming. Now, I only have one problem with this movie. It's Emily Blunt's character. Her character has a very strict moral code in which she will not break, where she has to follow, always follow procedure. And she doesn't want to break any rules. She has to stay within, she is basically really passionate, I guess, about staying within the boundaries that she is given. And to me, that made her, just her character, right? Just her character, a little predictable, boring, and uninteresting as a character. The movie is great. It's a really good movie. But I think if they would have given her more of a moral conflict in this movie, if she were to have more of a deep personal conflict within her, like if she were to swap and change between, oh, let's do this, but let's not do that. Like, if she were to swap and change between killing and not killing, and sticking to the rules and not sticking to the rules, she kind of just stays the same throughout the whole movie. And if they were to do something else with her, this movie, in my mind, would be a lot better. I would love it a whole lot more than what I do now. But as it stands, this is just a really good movie, but the only thing I don't like is that. And honestly, it's, of all the movies that Denis Villeneuve has made, like Prisoners, this one, Arrival, well, they're the only three ones that I've seen, but out of the ones that I have seen, this is it's not one of my favorites. My favorites is Prisoners, and Arrival. I really want to see Enemy, just to see what that's like. Okay, so I promised that I'd give my analysis, and basically it comes down to what I noticed after watching it a few times. This movie is called Sicario, which means hitman in Mexico. Before the movie even starts out, it shows us this, and then when we get to the characters and the story, we learn that Josh Brolin's character, who's a government official, is blurring the lines between legal and illegal operations by making Benicio del Toro's character an unofficial hitman for the US government. Later, we also see John Bernthal pop up in the movie, amazingly, as a hitman who tries to kill Emily Blunt's character. So it's very clear that killing is the theme of this movie, but that's not the interesting part. What I found really interesting is how it ended. Basically, Emily Blunt's character had to deal with a lot of trauma while working with these two characters, and when she's forced to cover it all up for them, she gets pretty sick and tired of it, and she nearly kills Benicio del Toro's character out of revenge for what happened to her. Kinda like his character killed all those people out of revenge for the trauma inflicted upon him. That's it. That's all I got, Jeff. That's all I got. I don't have anything else. Like, honestly, that is the analysis part. Like I said, I'm not really committed to the idea of doing analysis videos anymore because, I mean, that's not enough to make a whole analysis video out of, because analysis videos are usually like 10 minutes long. That was like 1 minute, less than that. So basically, I'm scrapping that whole analysis thing, like the Is What series. That's what I was gonna call my announcement, my analysis video series, my analyzed video series, or whatever it was. I was gonna call it Is What, like, is what? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it crap? Whatever. I'm just completely abandoning that, scrapping that idea. I'm not going to do that. But hey, I may analyze a movie in my movie reviews if it's a really deep and personal movie. For example, like Darren Aronofsky, his movies. Who knows? I'm not promising anything here, okay? But that's it, guys. What did you think, Jeff? Did you actually like the movie? Who cares? I don't care. See you guys in the next video.